I was losing tens of thousands of dollars because of this one thing. I was missing out on real opportunities, potential clients, and collaborations. That's when the original programmer Max reached out with a solution. He was serious about fixing it. In fact, so serious, he flew to Dubai to meet me. My name is Umnia. I've spent the last 12 years in the tech industry. The last 3 focus on AI and automation. But could we actually pull this off in just 3 days? My LinkedIn inbox was just a mess. Imagine missing out on big opportunities because you simply could not keep up. That's why Max and I built Linked Out.
Hey everyone! Look who we found! Omnia, hey! Good to see you!
Good to see you! Welcome to Dubai!
Thank you, thank you! Then there's also, I think, a lot of... Oh, this is really beautiful. Let's stay focused,
Alright.
Okay, so basically, a LinkedIn inboxes suck, and we think that's the case for a lot of people. We try to save the inbox again, but not just slap AI on it, right? Like, the inbox is still a human space, you're still representing your voice. I think with a lot of AIs, very often they just want to say yes to things. But if everyone's trying to book a meeting or do a deal collaboration, there's still that like having to decide yes and no, and then the writing of that. So, I'm just testing the message sending from Unipile, and what happened is, she's like, hey, did you get the message? I'm like, no. She's like, well, the message definitely sent, and it looks like we've got a message sent to Kevin, and he received it, so that's good.
Okay, so updates. We now have the spaces in the inbox view, and when you click on a face, you get the thread.
Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Check this out. Linked Out takes the guesswork out of responding. It analyzes the message and gives multiple draft options, from enthusiastic acceptance to a polite decline. Not only that, but imagine those tedious, repetitive messages you send over and over again. Can you send me your calendar link, or let's just hop on a quick call? Linked Out has you covered there too. Store you go to replies, and boom, time saved. See how powerful that is? Want to host your own version of this? Stick with me, I'll break it down step by step. Or if you want it done fast, click the link below. Ready? Head over to GitHub. I'll leave the link in the description below. Let's get started. First thing first, give it a star, fork the repo, and let's make it yours. Fire up your favorite code editor. Mine is Cursor, but you do you. Now let's clone your newly forked repo. Now open the repo folder and let's take a peek at that README file. First pit stop, environment variables. We're gonna copy the .env.example into a .env file. Just copy the command in the terminal. I've got some preset variables ready to go, but you're gonna need to swap out that ngrok auth token. ngrok is gonna allow us to expose our n8n webhook to use it with Unipile. Head over to the link you find in the README. Create an ngrok account, it is free, and let's create your own ngrok auth token. Almost forgot, before we move on, you will need to have Docker Compose, and Yarn installed in your local computer. Now let's fire up those containers. In the terminal, just type docker compose app --build. Now, since I'm using a remote server, I need to forward the ports to be able to access everything from my local machine. You wouldn't need to do this if you're running this on your local computer. Hop on over to localhost 3000 and let's log into LinkedOut instance. The login and password are in the .env file. Let's copy and paste them into the login screen. And now let's hit the setup LinkedOut magically button. From here, let's just follow the instructions. You will need to have a Unipile account. Create one if you haven't already. It's free for 6 days. Next, create your LinkedIn account and grab the account ID and enter it into the UI. Next, you need to create a Unipile API key. Then, enter the Unipile DSN you'll find on the left side of the dashboard. Let's hold off on the webhook for now, we'll tackle that one later. Now, let's finish up the n8n setup. Head on over to localhost 5678, create an API key and paste it here. Next, get the Pocket-based credentials from the .env file and drop them into the UI. Click Continue to let LinkedOut start setting up the n8n workflows and add those credentials to our n8n instance. Once that's done, click Continue again, and this time LinkedOut is setting up your Pocket-based instance. Once the Pocket-base is all set up, click Continue one more time, and bam, your LinkedOut is now ready. Let's open Pocket-base to add some snippets. Use the same credentials as before here as well. I'm just gonna add a calendar link here. Done. But there's one last step to do to actually get the messages from LinkedIn. Our Unipile is not set up yet to send the messages from LinkedIn to our n8n instance. Let's fix that. Open localhost 4040, that's your ngrok instance. Copy the link. This is the link you're gonna use to expose the n8n instance. Now, take the webhook URL from the new message ingress workflow, copy the webhook URL and go to Unipile webhooks, create one, and pass the ngrok URL followed by /webhook/messages/LinkedIn. Now, we're nearly done. One more step. Let's add AI to our LinkedOut, open the workflows and add your Anthropic API key or whatever LLM you want to use. You need to update it in the new message ingress workflow and the thread workflows. You just need to do it once and open the node and save and do steps. You're ready! Now you've got your own LinkedOut up and running. Feel free to poke around, check out the code, and make it even more awesome. Oh, and remember, Max promised a Flowgrammer t-shirt for any cool contribution. But if you want to see if we actually pull this out in just 3 days, check out this video. It's gonna be good.